Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Bill and Emily. There's Emily, and today is Tuesday, and it looks like we're going to have another scorcher today here in Temecula Valley. I think we had a last, 4 or 5 days in the triple digit, which has been seriously hot. But today, guys, got a little story for you guys today. You've heard me talk about this before if you've been following me, that not all alkaline waters are the same. So what I've shown in my videos or in my demos, that you can go down to health food stores, you can go to those the water section, you can see multiple brands of alkaline water that tell you they've got a pH of either 8.0 or up to 9.5 to 10, and they're healthy for you. And I've shown you in demos that that's not true. They're misleading the public and giving them false information, because that water actually can be harmful because of the synthetic minerals they're putting in them to raise the pH. With people that have heart issues, high blood pressure issues, kidney issues, stuff like that. So they can cause issues, guys. So I just wanted to let you know that. But anyway, here's my story. So today in the gym, and this is for educational purposes only, guys. And so I just wanted to give you a little story what happened today. I had somebody come in with 2 types of waters today, and he wanted to test them to see if they're oxidizing the body, or if they, which means oxidizing the body means inflammation, causing inflammation to the body, and also causing premature aging as well. So he brought him in. He wanted me to test him. Now, I carry my test kit in my backpack all the time, because that's what Emily and I do. We educate people about water. I've been myself being in the fitness and wellness industry for almost 4 decades. I also did not understand not all alkaline water is the same. I did not know this. This is something that wasn't taught to us, and it was shown to me about 6 years ago. And when I caught hold of it and actually saw that there was science backing it up, that there is a lot of benefits to hydrogen H2, that caught my interest. So I spent, Emily and I both spent about 6 years doing our own research, learning about hydrogen H2 in the water and how potent of an antioxidant it is, and how beneficial it is to the body. So yes, I had no idea myself, just like a lot of the doctors and a lot of the health professionals even today don't understand it, but they're getting better at it because they're starting to do their own research. So we understand this, and that's what we do. We educate people about hydrogen H2, or AKA active hydrogen in the water, and that it's therapeutic to the body. And by doing that, we can test your water. I have a tool. It's called an ORP meter. What that means is oxidation reduction potential. And so what I'm doing is I'm going to check the water to see if it's oxidizing the body or causing inflammation or premature aging. What it does, it measures the charge in the water. So there is a chart. There's a chart that is called an oxidation reduction chart. And on one side of the chart, it has a plus ORP. And so what that means is that anything, when I put my wand into that water, anything that has a positive ORP will be oxidized in the body, will be very acidic to the body, which is causing inflammation. It's also causing premature aging. Now, if I put that wand in a water that has a negative ORP, what that means is that it's a very powerful antioxidant. And that's what we're looking for. And hydrogen H2 is the most powerful antioxidant on this planet, and is the smallest molecule as well. And so what this guy did, he brought his 2 waters in, and I checked them both. One had a positive charge of a positive 70, which is low, but that's still a positive. So it's still oxidizing the body. It's still causing inflammation and causing premature aging. The other one had a charge of, I think it was like 140, I think it was, something like that. So that also was oxidizing the body. So right off the bat, you know, what I'm talking about is the hydrogen-rich water, or AKA electrolyzed reduced water, has 3 unique properties to it. Now remember this. It has a negative ORP, which is a very powerful antioxidant. It has the alkalinity of about a 9.5 or up. And it also is structured because of the electrolysis device that it goes through. It actually will restructure the molecules so that it could penetrate the cells at the cellular level to give you more higher hydration and bring in nutrients and minerals. So those are the 3 properties. Now, if the water does not have or is missing one of those properties, it's oxidizing the body, it's causing inflammation and premature aging. So remember that. So anyway, so we measured, or we checked both of his waters. Both of them had a positive charge. So that means right off the bat, it was oxidizing the body. It was not good. Okay? So the next test I do with him, and I carry a pH chart. Now you guys can go to Google, you can put in their pH chart, and a chart will come up. And it's a potential hydrogen chart. So what that means is that it'll be a color chart. And right in the middle of that chart, it'll have like a light green, and it'll be neutral, which will have a pH of 7.0. So that pH chart determines how much hydrogen is in the water. Now, the more hydrogen that's in the water, if you're looking at the 7.0 neutral, the more hydrogen in the water is going to be, the colors are going to change to like a real light green, then to a yellow, a little darker yellow, then the orange, and it'll all the way go down to about a 2.5, which is very, very acidic. Okay, your hydrochloric acid in your stomach has got a pH of, I think, 1.8 or 2.0, which you need that to digest your food. So when you're testing for oxygen in the water, or active hydrogen, or whatever you know, with the hydrogen H2 in the water, you want to look for more alkalinity. Now, guys, your blood is always going to have a pH alkalinity of 7.35 to 7.45. Okay, so on that chart, on that pH chart, your blood has to have an alkalinity of 7.35. Now, if your blood drops down to a 7.2, you're most likely going to die. And if your blood drops or goes above 7.45 to a certain pH alkalinity, you'll most likely die. So the body is going to do whatever it takes to make sure that blood is going to be at a 7.35 to a 7.45, no matter how sick you are. That body is going to be looking for the alkaline minerals to put back into the blood, because as it starts to drop below 7.35, the body is going to be grabbing the alkaline minerals that are in your bones, connective tissues. I mean, if you don't have enough stored up with your foods and the water you're drinking, it's going to go after them in your bones and tissues, and you don't want that. So you want to make sure you have a good storage of it to keep that blood. Okay, guys? But here, what we're talking about is we're talking about at the cellular level. I'm not talking about the blood, because the blood will always be at 7.35, 7.45. Okay, so anytime I talk about the pH of the body being too acidic, I'm talking about at the cellular level. So back to the test. So I have these red drops similar to the ones that the pool guys use. The pool guys drops measures the chemicals in the water. We're going to measure for the hydrogen H2, or the antioxidants in the water, the oxygen. And I'm going to put these drops in there. So the first one that he brought, I put the drops in there, and it was a dark blue. So if you take it and look at that pH chart, that shows that water had a high pH of probably 8.5, maybe 9.0. But yet, remember what I did now. I'm checking for the active hydrogen, or the hydrogen H2. See, it's not about the pH of the water that makes the water therapeutic. It's all about the hydrogen H2. So I had checked that water earlier, like I said, with my ORP meter, and it registered a positive, which means it's oxidizing the body, causing inflammation and premature aging. So there it is. So that shows you that even though that water tested in a dark blue, which is on the alkalinity side of that pH chart, it still was oxidized in the bottom, the body itself. Now, the second water that he had that I checked also had a dark blue, almost a purple color. There again, you look at the pH chart, that was at the higher end of the alkalinity chart. So see, this is where the public, and this is where the medical professionals and the doctors and the fitness and wellness coaches get confused about the alkalinity of water, because they're telling people that if the water is alkaline, it's good for you. And you know what? Not necessarily. It has to have the hydrogen H2 in it. And you guys, the ones that like to do research, very simple. Go straight to the science sites. Go to Google Scholar. Put in electrolyzed reduced water. Click it. And there's all your hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of case studies proving the benefits of hydrogen H2, which is a very, very powerful antioxidant, you guys. So, guys, that's what I did today. Hope you enjoyed the. Oh, real quick. You want to say? Emily wants to say something.
I want to say happy birthday to my grandson in Florida, Harley. Happy birthday! I love you and miss you.
There you go, Harley. Happy birthday, buddy. And so, real quick, guys, here in the Temecula Valley in most areas, it's been super hot. Emily and I have increased our hydration with hydrogen-rich water. I'm doing a good gallon and a half, maybe more, per day. But I also had to increase my Himalayan sea salt intake, and because I was starting to notice the heat was starting to bother me. So what I've done is I'm doing three times a day. I'm doing a 1/4 teaspoon of Himalayan sea salt and chasing it with the hydrogen-rich water, and then I'm making sure that I'm using the sea salt on all my food, because what happens is, guys, when you increase your hydration with the with this water, or with this water, because of the structure of the water and how it's able to penetrate the cell and actually flush out toxic chemicals and hydrate the cells, you want to make sure that you're putting back a lot of good minerals. And you don't, not just the 4 alkaline minerals or electrolytes, you want to be able to put back even the trace minerals, because the body, they all work together as a team. The body needs them all. Okay, guys, so when it starts cooling off, I can drop back down to a gallon a day or a gallon and a quarter a day, and then I'll just keep doing my Himalayan sea salt 3 times a day. But that's very important, guys, on days that are really, really hot, is you want to make sure you're hydrating yourself, of course, with the right water. But you guys need to start adding Himalayan sea salt to your diet every single day, and try this. This is my water protocol. I do a 1/4 teaspoon when I first wake up in the morning with 20 ounces of hydrogen-rich water. Between 11 and 1 o'clock, I'm also doing a 1/4 teaspoon of Himalayan sea salt with my water, chasing with the water. And around 3 o'clock, I'm also doing a 1/4 teaspoon. Now, guys, those of you that may have heart issues or high blood pressure issues, I'm not talking about table salt. That's not what I'm talking about. And when doctors tell you that you need to back off from salt, what they're saying is they're not telling you the whole story. They want you to, and this is true, this is a good recommendation by the doctors, that you need to get off of the sodium in all your box and canned foods and the table salt. That's what they're talking about. Himalayan sea salt has all the electrolytes and all the trace minerals in it that your body has to have, because at the cellular level, you got a balance of potassium and sodium that has to be at the cellular level. Otherwise, your body is going to go into a mineral deficiency. Okay, guys? So anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you saw some value in it on the difference between the alkaline waters you buy at the health food stores and hydrogen-rich water that has H2 in it. Hope you enjoyed it. Pass this on to your friends and family members so they can understand it too. And if you got any questions, you can message me or go to my Drink Nature's Water Facebook page, like it. I've got all kinds of great information, blogs about health, and not just about water. It's all about food and gut health and the immune system, and even the this is the part of the body that most everybody or most of your health and fitness coaches or wellness coaches, they don't talk about. It's your lymphatic system and how important that is, because the lymphatic system is actually your water treatment plant, and so that's very important too to keep that healthy as well, guys. So you guys have a great day. It's going to be another hot one, so stay cool, hydrate, use your Himalayan sea salt, and we'll see you guys next time around. Have a great day. Bye.